Hello, my name is Kurt Kruger. I'm the Executive Director for the Northeast Family Center here in Lincoln, Nebraska. We're a small nonprofit over in Havelock that provides quality, affordable early childhood education for children ages 6 weeks through 12 years of age. And we also manage 2 before and after school programs with Lincoln Public Schools, one at Norwood Park Elementary and one at Brownell Elementary School. Now, why would you be interested in United Way funding an organization like this? Everyone has always said, and it's a cliche, but it's true, that education is a silver bullet. It's the key to getting out of poverty. Lincoln, Nebraska has been working very hard for the last 3 or 4 years to increase its graduation rates, and we are currently, I believe, around 82%, which is much better than the national average. However, when you stop to consider that, that's still almost 1 in 5 kids not graduating high school and struggling financially and occupationally for the rest of their lives without that high school diploma. We want to make sure that we're giving kids the building blocks they need to be successful in school, and that starts all the way back when they come to us as infants. We try to build a relationship with the families so that they're engaged in the children's learning, and we give the kids the building blocks they need to be successful in school. It's not just about reading and writing and numbers, it's about playing and sharing and knowing how to go from one subject to another. All these are things that we work on at the Northeast Family Center to make sure that kids can be successful. We want to make sure that they have the building blocks they need to become the very best version of themselves they can. But the United Way does so much more than that. When you give to the fund of the United Way, you're supporting not just us, but a myriad of other organizations that work with the same families that we do. You know, children don't live just in a vacuum and come to us for education. They live in families that may have troubles with electricity bills. They have families that may struggle to put food on the table. And organizations like the Food Bank of Lincoln, Lutheran Family Services, Catholic Social Services, United Way funds all these organizations to make sure that these children and these families have the support they need. A good example of this right now, we have a young child with us right now who is autistic, and we don't have the skills and the knowledge to work with all the issues that arise with an autistic family. So we've referred the parent to a single mom to the Autism Action Partnership, one of the CHAD agencies here in town. Very often we refer folks for food pantries, for clothing, for utility assistance, to some of the partner agencies, United Way. And when you give to the fund, you're making sure that those resources are available. Education is a very important thing. We want to make sure these kids can be successful. We want to make sure these kids are happy and excited about learning. If you think back to when you're in kindergarten and the teacher's asking the students questions, what's 2 and 2? What does the A letter sound like? And the children next to you know what those answers are and you don't. It colors your attitude toward learning right out of the gate. We want to make sure that when our kids start school, they are kindergarten ready and excited about learning and their families are engaged in learning. That's what happens at the Northeast Family Center. But like I said, we don't operate in a vacuum. And when you give to the United Way Fund, you're not only supporting us, you're supporting all the other needs that the families we work with come to us for. So please consider giving United Way Fund, and thank you for all you do for Lincoln and building Lincoln stronger one piece at a time.